Let me start the recording, and we are streaming. That's what we're doing. It has been a little bit. I hope today, fingers crossed, guys, my bandwidth is able to withstand me actually streaming today. I don't know why, but sometimes it's just a little finicky. All right, it's just a little unstable. But that ain't no biggie. We're playing War Thunder because I couldn't, because I was lazy and I didn't download the game that I actually wanted to play today. But hell, I am thinking about, all right, so I can't stream for too long today, but I am able to stream. I haven't played this game in like a hot minute, so give me one moment to, okay, we're laughing. Oh yeah, we're laughing. One second. I can't stream for too long because I have to go to a nondescript ceremony. But if you're asking, what is this? Well, I chose not to describe it for a reason, so, but it's nothing like serious. I just need to, you know, it's a ceremony. Sometimes you gotta lock in for those and put on some very uncomfortable dress wear. But tomorrow I should hopefully be able to stream, and so we should be doing all right. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot to. How many times? I'm still like a few kilometers away from anyone. Let me pull the stream up on Twitch, please.
We captured the airfield. We must not let the enemy recapture it. The enemy has captured the airfield.
Airfield, please. Phone load. Okay. Can I please speak? Hey, fun. I'm texting while flying. This is not advised. Shit. I'm directly in a war zone. Oh, hey, there's a bunch of people over here. There's a lot of them, not a lot of them, so. Insane G's. I do text and fly. Nah, I could text and dogfight, or like skilled enough flyer that I could teach me fly. This guy. It's literally a bomber. I don't know why I'm trying to dogfight in this, but it's my weakest plane, so I kind of take it to be my and when the drop bomb would be fun. It used to be my strongest, or like one of my strongest, but you know, them's the chops when you keep getting better planes in this game. Now I just kind of throw it out to relearn the controls as like a junk thing. Though I can get some freaking nasty kills with it. I did want to play a Warhammer game, because I'm kind of hyper-focusing at the moment. Ain't no biggie though. But I couldn't get it downloaded in time because it's Warhammer Space Marine 2, which is a huge game. I had it for a while, but I just never beat the campaign. So I've been wanting to do that, and it has the Tyranids in it. So, and that's my favorite faction. So hopefully that's fun, even though we are fighting the Tyranids, which is a no-go. Those poor bugs, they don't deserve that. So if you see me playing Space Marine 2 and I'm sympathizing for the weird alien bugs, well, you know why. They're my favorite faction. They're so cool. They're basically, alright, well, I'm kind of just not playing a dog, I guess, flying a plane, but this game doesn't really require a whole, it doesn't require an insane amount of cognitive ability. Kind of just like fly around and so it's not that crazy, but I can go through the regions. I can go through the stuff. Oh, fucking dust. I can pull it up. Oh, come on. I could land this fucking plane. down. We're closing. I was so close. I was looping back. I was in the active 4 zone, but still, I could have done it. Those little bastards. All right, those are my 2 bombers out of the way. So let's actually get into some real dog fights here. Some real freaking dog fights here. But anyways, the Tyranids are sort of, they're basically just the slivers. You remember them from Magic? They're basically just that. I like insectoid, like alien, especially if they have like a hive mind. I just think that's dope. So I kind of gravitate towards those sorts of factions in sci-fi. But apparently it's, I like one of them more. You fucking ducks, bro. I'm sorry for my language here, but hey, does everyone? I'm not playing chicken with you, bro. Go away. They just don't care. That's the problem, man. They just don't care about. Dude, you can't just like. What's the point? We both don't get the credit for the kill, but if I like get shots on them, they just ram you. They just freaking ram you, man.
Keep it up and victory
How am I supposed to fight? I mean, I try to pull away at the last second, but if I do that, then they have a target. gotta do when someone's attacking you while you're defenseless there is you gotta like show them a lean profile. Or they do that and they just shoot your pilot with the best luck in the biz. I hate when that happens. I don't know why, but why can't I use my backup? The number of backups of this vehicle. Oh, okay, whatever, who cares? Used it. I don't know if it's just more common. I don't know anyone else who plays this game at all. Like, none of my friends play this game. So, I don't know if it's more common, but I am incredibly unlucky with just getting domed in my cockpit by some loser. It's probably because I do the, like, give a low profile, so the only things they get on target are, like, for the biggest thing while I'm face sideways is my cockpit. I guess that's why that happens more commonly for me. Call it these days. Got him. Like shooting fish in a barrel. With depth of fish. A horrible phrase. Puts fish in a barrel and then like does some headshots. Like that's their range. Dope as hell. For the attack.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Something pulled away from me. Baby boy think I can shake him off my tail, huh? Ooh, scary. It's a cat. Are you? Oh, fuck you. Whatever.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We can't
Sometimes you
let
just
them
gotta, like, give it a wrap. You know what I mean? We're almost... Do I dare use another one of my get out of today free cards? I mean, I already used one. They update in 20. I mean, I might as well, right? We have a little bit of the game left. Come on. Some more work in it. Oh, I'm in the bomber. Oops, I probably should have gotten the other jet. I forgot which one I was picking. Oh well. Happy clappy bomber action. What is the point? Is there any point in having a bomber or like a big plane in these sorts of like holding the objective matches?
We capture
I get it for like the one where you have to bomb a base. It's pretty self-explanatory what a bomber is useful there for. But what the hell? I mean, I guess I could bomb the like tanks, the AI tanks over there, or like their back line, maybe. I guess, perhaps. What's the point otherwise, right? I don't know. Don't call me a plane expert. Very much what I'm not. Like, lose all my speed and duck down? I feel like that'd be... Oh. I guess that answers my question for me. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. First game, not horrible. Not great. Not great. But not horrible. Let's see the actual... Ooh. Actually not horrible. I was being a little sarcastic there, but... Clearly, that was not needed. Wowza. Well, I guess I'm grabbing the covering, and then I'll get wing repair. Like a good idea. Guess I'll research that too. This and this. Coolio. We able to exit out of here, kid? There we go. I don't really know what that was all about. Ooh, we're almost at getting a new plane. That's gonna be fun. Did I get a new crew? I don't know. I don't know about all that. We'll play one more game. Might as well. Probably should. All right. So I've taken a few hiatuses recently. Nothing too long, but they do let me or whenever I do, I get a little like pent up is a bad word because it has other connotations. That's not what I mean. I guess I stew in my own thoughts quite a bit. Like streaming has given me maybe not more energy reserves, but they've made me want to use all the reserves of energy I've got. So not streaming kind of makes me a little bit antsy. I don't know if that's a great thing to be admitting, but it does get me like not bored, but kind of I want to be using my social battery, you know what I mean? So I don't know the right wording here, but it's got me, it usually puts me in a little bit of a introspective mood to try to think of either jokes or stuff to talk about whilst streaming. And I was thinking about words the other day. I know, weird, but I was thinking about words, and I was thinking about the word lovers. Don't ask what the context of this was. It wasn't any bad, but I was just like throwing words in my head, and I was like, lovers is a weird word. All right, hear me out here, but it's a little bit of an odd word. Like, so I'm talking typically. Now I'm talking typically here. Lovers is a word, is a more like gender neutral or relationship neutral way to say like someone you're romantically involved with, correct? That at least the way I'm describing it for the purposes of this intellectual exercise, okay? And I was thinking, lovers is kind of a odd word because I'm not gonna lie with you, I've kind of set all this up, and I was like, I remember wanting to talk about this. Give me one moment to rethink of all of my points and reasoning, because I think I had salient points, but I'm being a fucking dumbass right now, and I totally forgot the way. Wait, give me 1 second. It was weird to me. I was like sitting in bed one night, and I was like, why the fuck did you use the word lovers? Like, it was so weird to me. I thought it was odd because, why is it, holy, I look like an actual weirdo right now. Because, like, if I don't follow through with this, now I sound like a creep. I gotta think of something. I'm gonna land on the side of the mountain just for the love of the game. Just for the love of who does it, you know what I mean? Who doesn't want to? Okay, we are out of there. Okay. I thought it was weird because it kind of it's just like a weird word. I don't like see the purpose behind it, because any other description of, like, it's kind of incognito. Any other description of a relationship is more useful in getting context around it, right? It's completely gender neutral, right? And either anything that you want to call yourself, you can say that your partner, or that you are a lover. You're the lover of that person, right? I thought that was kind of interesting. And I also thought it was kind of odd, the, like, context behind the word, right? Lover. It's just, no one Oh, I remember one of the things I thought was genuinely weird about it. Who the fuck says lovers? Right? Am I like a creepo for even knowing the word? Because I've never heard someone in a genuine conversation say, this is my lover. I guess it's more of like a old-fashioned thing, maybe? But I'm really just fucking pissing away time so I can go bomb this place. But now I got someone on my tail. Not great. Oh, fuck. And I'm falling out of the sky. Not a lot of speed. Okay. But it's a very old phrase. You don't hear it a lot. You hear it in, like, book, right? In stories, and I'm not talking about, like, I'm talking about real books, all right? In stories, you hear it being used, but it's very much like old-fashioned-y language. Not quite the old-fashioned-y of, like, Shakespearean, but the old-fashioned-y in, like, going down to the shindig right now. Gonna do a little bit of slide, a little bit of swing. Like, it's boomer old-fashioned, not like peasant in medieval England of old-fashioned. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I destroyed a base. It's pretty good. I'm just doing this for the love of the game. Frankly, I don't really know why I'm landing this plane, but it was fun. But I thought that was kind of odd. The only context you ever hear it in is like people playing at describing a romance, but like I've never known a single person in a romantic engagement to ever call their partner a lover. So it's kind of like, it's like a way to describe something, but in the act of saying such a thing, you're kind of showing your hand that you aren't actually describing a realistic romantic relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I was thinking of this, alright? This, like, that has nothing to do with the context around my thoughts. I don't know why I think of a lot of things, but I do think it is a little odd if you think about it. I was also thinking, like, yeah, sure, it's for people who LARP about, like, writing romance, and I'm sure any writer who uses it can also, like, be in a romantic entanglement, but it's just, like, it's just kind of funky wording, right? That's my final thesis. Bounce off the fucking ground. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so that was my big, I think I ruined it a little bit. Maybe I'll come back. I'll think about it a little more and come back next week and talk about it. Get on my freaking soapbox. Soap. I've been, so a friend of mine, I'm not naming any names here, has kind of corrupted me into getting one of the brain rot apps again. It's kind of made me get Instagram Reels. Almost like blackmailed me in a way, you could say, into getting Instagram Reels, which has been nothing but horrible for my attention span, right? But it has helped me a little bit in finding a medium of comedy that I have not thought of in quite a long time. It's like wordplay. It's kind of like Avatar dude. You'd be like, selfish. How much? How much are you selling it for? That dude, you remember him? Did he just fucking whack me with his plane? He did. That little bitch whacked me with his plane. Hey, fuck off. Stop trying to whack me with your fucking plane, you freako. Oh, fuck. I tried to hit him with my bomb. It did not work. Oh, fucking just fight this whole team. This horrible entire team. Oh, this is not good. I couldn't set it for the fucking game. So this, it's the same joke every single time. I hope you know this, but it's like this guy. So here's one of them. This guy is at a doctor's office, and the doctor's like, I think you have an iron deficiency. And he's like, oh no, doc, that's horrible. And then you see like the one way, or the like look in glass, and it's a shark on the outside. He's like, the fish in sea. I don't know why it's funny. It's not really funny when I describe it, but it's a really good chuckle out of me every single time. Another one's like, the landlord's talking to one of his associates, or one of the people living in his houses, and he's like, I don't know if you can be my tenant anymore. And it hands over to the person he's talking to, and it's an anteater, and he's like, 10 ants. It's not a good joke, but it's kind of got me a little bit. Got me in a way I can't really describe. Yeah. I don't know where to go. Should I go like try to protect some of our dudes, or should I go like try to dogfight some of these guys? I just like sat in a corner and kicked around for half this game, so I don't know if like just bombing one of the bases isn't really dicking around, but I don't know. I feel like they see me and they're like, oh, fresh prey. Oh, this is like, fuck that. That is literally just their team. You know, I know when to pick my battles, guys. Let's not. I presume someone's coming for me right now. Let me see if I can circle around this mountain and see if anyone's actually going after me. I don't think, I'm looking at the radar right now. I don't think they are, but perhaps it could be. Oh, yep, that motherfucker was going right for me. Yeah, I should hit. I hit your ass way more than you hit me. You're nothing to me, kid. We gotta continue to surprise, bro. You think you're just gonna run away like that? God, got his ass. Me and the ground are a tag team duo. So great, and our match has never been seen before. Dumbass. That's not good. Alright, God down. Let's see if I can lose these guys. And a little bit of game chicken. Huh? Light here, a little bit up, light work, stay low, go down, and now we have, did I get one of them? I might have gotten one of those fucking lasers. I did not. Oh, I did not. It wasn't really an impressive flying maneuver, but that is what it was. Hey man, I tried. If I just kept going, maybe I could have ran away from them. But, you know, where's the fun in that? We are definitely going to lose this, but it's pretty cool while it lasted. I think it's a little annoying how far away we are. I've kind of said this a few times, so don't worry about me rehashing this argument, but I think this game is too big. Like, obviously you're flying in a plane, you're going really fucking fast all the time, but this game is just crazy big. G's does to a human being? I don't. Probably doesn't do anything good. That's a lot. Going to outer space. I think you need like 10 G's to go into outer space. Like, that's what astronauts experience. What the fuck? That's the most I've ever seen. I've seen like 12 before this, and I was like, geez, that's a lot. 14 G's? That's a crazy amount. That's like instant death. Like your brain goes to mush at 14 G's. I just have to imagine. Ooh, did I? I did. Hot darn. Yeah, I want to purchase this thing. Select a crew. I will replace one of my other guys. I know, like, I probably should be getting more, but this guy kind of blows. I also, it's a bigger number. I'll replace this guy. Sure. Thanks, bud. Research this. Fighter. Yep. Nice. We got ourselves a new plane. Let's check this thing out. I don't know how good it is. I don't even know what it does. Not a big plane nerd. I kind of relegate people who are really into trucks, tanks, planes, and World War II in my head a little bit. I'm not going to say what cabinet they might be under, but I know a few people who are like pretty into that sort of thing, like military stuff, who aren't in the military. Which, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think you would probably go become a military officer if you're really into military stuff, right? Which kind of makes sense. I don't know. I'm talking about, man. I don't know. Well, I know a few people who are in the military, but those are all like my granddad and my great-granddad, because they fought in World War I and II. That doesn't count. Everyone's grandfather and great-grandfather fought in World War I and II. That's just kind of like a grandfather thing to do. It's a very grandfatherly thing to do. This is actually funny. I think I can say this on stream. One of my friends, I think grandfather, was a draft dodger for Vietnam. So, and they found this out by looking back at the history of their last name, and they found out that their grandfather was the first person to have that name. Literally made it up to dodge the draft. Oh, fuck you. Okay, I wasn't even able to use my guy. And apparently this was like, they found this out, like, I think while he was still alive, and he was like, yeah, I don't want to go to Vietnam. And like, nothing's to come of it, obviously. I mean, like, I wouldn't want to go to Vietnam either. I actually don't know. If I got drafted, I guess it would depend which war. If I was going to like World War I and II, I think I'd be pretty chill with that. Obviously, the horrors of war now I know would be pretty bad, but I wouldn't be that messed up about it. Vietnam, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. We look at these sorts of things with such a, ooh, that's a lot of negative G's, I guess. We look at like the morality of wars post-mortem, and it's so easy to judge then, but like, especially in a different era of this country, like, that was certainly a hard thing to do in like that time, you know what I'm saying? Fucking A, brother. I got him good there. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But like nowadays, Vietnam has like a horrible, like the reasons we went into it were able to adjourn. I don't really know what that does. Maybe it gives me a little more points. I don't know. Like nowadays we know horrible war, very much a not cool thing that America got into due to our own pride. But like back in the day, I have to imagine, like obviously we know about people who argued against the war happening, like protests and such. But that happened quite a ways into the war, already after like a few years of it going on. So like if I was getting, I guess, like there had to be a reason why people were draft dodging to begin with, because I can't imagine a lot of people draft dodged in World War I or II. So people must have known that like this wasn't really like a American conflict, but we kind of just let our heads into it during the time. But maybe it just wasn't vocalized, and then like after when people got drafted and sent over, then it was vocalized. I don't know. I'm kind of just making up shit here, but that's kind of maybe what happened. I'm just lying to you all right now. I don't. That does scare me sometimes when I drop knobs in this game. That I'm gonna like run back into them. Slow. Be slow and dead. Come on, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. That's what I've always said.
The enemy has captured the airfield.
But
Can't let them keep it.
this is like a weird thing I've had for a while. Jesus Christ, I just had my brain ripped off. Whatever. I've had this thought in my head for a while now, even since I was like a kid. Because as a kid, you kind of like, oh, I want to join the army, or I would never want to join the army. I don't know. Kid stuff. But like kids are more willing to like consider quite horrible career paths as just like, yeah, that would be cool. So I thought about joining the army once or twice when I was younger, and I had this thought in my head, and I think I still agree with it now. I definitely would have joined the army back before the proliferation of major machine guns. I think that's kind of the last time that I would join the army, because like before then, being in the army seemed kind of fair. You know what I mean? Like if I were to die, it's because either my whole group was dog shit, assertion of war. I don't know if it's directly correct, but who knows about that. But I thought like that's how it kind of should be. Like I shouldn't go to war and then just like get binked first day on the job because I happened to be in a goddamn quadrant that was getting artillery. You know what I mean? That's a undignified death that I would not wish for. But if I like went out in a blaze of glory, that'd be pretty sick. I mean, I'd be pretty cool with that. So maybe, I don't know. Depends on the time period if I would actually join a military institution. Like also, it probably depends on like who I'm joining up with. I think that's probably better to preface than like the technology level or whatever. I would not join the evil guys. That's the way to say it. Yeah, I would not be a part of a bad guy army. Yeah, you're just the boy, and it gets a little hectic. I would try not to be one of the evil guys. Be one of the baddies. Oh, this guy, he just fucking headbutted my propeller. Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, ooh, that's not good. Hey, I should have gotten the kill of this guy who fucking headbutted my propeller. That should have been my kill. All right, good. How many of these am I using through? Yeah, I can. This is probably gonna be my last match because I have to go to that thing. So yeah. Why not to join a bad guy? Of course, that would certainly. That'd suck a little. You know what I mean? I have to say. Figuring out after you get like top secret information that your side's the baddies would not be cool. I mean, I have to imagine it's quite the like road to getting top secret security clearance or whatever, right? I don't know. But I'm more of a lover, not a fighter anyways. Ah, that's a better... I kind of tied it all around, you know what I mean? This was all pre-planned. I planned for every single step along the way. You were all just puppets and speed. Let me not do that. Let me just not go into war, right? We have a little bit of time. I don't want to like waste one of my things when we don't have any time left, but I mean I have enough to redo all my planes, I think. Maybe. I don't know. What's another topic? Oh my god. Topics. Warhammer. What about Warhammer? I'm getting into the tabletop, which is famously and for good reason a little bit of a pricey thing to get into. And let's not make this about money. You know, that's a bit of a garish topic. But I think, well, other than the game of being a hobby, so like painting, gluing, like making these miniatures, and I think that would be really cool to do on stream. Genuinely, I would love to like paint miniatures on stream, but like have input. I'm so fucking pissed that happened, but whatever. Have like input on what you guys think, how my army should be, like, don't like. I like to have some opinions on it whilst I'm painting. I already have a little bit of an idea of my color scheme. I'm going to hopefully make a Tyranid army, and Tyranids are bug dudes. They're supposed to be like the perfectly adapted organism or whatever. And I really think that's dope. But a lot of people use like the dark vipers, like snakes, all those sorts of like crazy colored animals as like sort of inspiration if they're doing anything unique, or they just go for colors with like the basic faction colors, I mock them a little bit in my head, and then I don't judge them at all. No, I totally respect if you want to just like keep it simple. Completely fair. Not everyone has artistic interests, and not everyone wants to even like vary from the pattern, because the things that the designs that are already put in place look great. Like, those are certainly great things to, they're just good ways to like design the mini, but I kind of want a little bit of something special for myself. So I was thinking of my, let me exit out of here and just, I think it's this one. Yeah, exit. So I was thinking of the coloring scheme I wanted, and I kind of, it came to my mind to have a bit of a bit of a like plant design, because they're supposed to be the perfect organism, right? So I was thinking, wouldn't it be really cool if they had a little bit of a plant motif? And I think that I found of like, have the carapace of these Tyranids be colored in like the design of petals on flowers as like camouflage and quotes there. And I think that could be a really fun idea. I don't know. It's still sort of in the on the chopping block right now. We'll see how things go. But I think that's where I'll probably end it off for today. I enjoyed flying around in my plane and getting shot down. I'll see if I can get the Warhammer game functioning and working for next stream. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I had a good time, and I hope you did too. Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Recording goodbye to you as well. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.